All right, Shalom, brothers and sisters in the truth. I'm your brother Moato Adawam, coming to you again with another lesson, Lord willing. This will be edifying to those of you who are tuning in. And today we're going to go back into the headlines again because there's some very interesting things that are going on here in Great Babylon, America. And it's important that we as watchmen put out the message to the hopefully elect out there that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is working a wonderful, wonderful judgment on this wicked queendom on behalf of us who are crying out every day for this wicked man to be put in his place and learn some respect and also be taught a lesson for putting down the children of Israel and murdering, raping, pillaging, and destroying the lives of so many billions of our people. But before we get started, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rakakadash, double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to the brothers out there that putting on the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom. And first up, we've got California orders thousands of farms and cities, including San Francisco, to start pumping water during drought. Now, we already know, okay, for the last 2 years what they've been doing, they've been destroying the farmland. They've been destroying the cattle, okay, with these so-called mysterious diseases out there, these mad cow disease or some other pestilence that's going on with these animals, okay, for the chicken, including the chicken. Okay, and we also know what? There's been a great drought that's been going on here in California so much so. Now, if you live in California, you would have noticed that a lot of the rivers out there have dried up. Okay, now in this one here, it says that the governor is telling farmers and landowners to stop making draws from rivers and creeks. Okay, and it says they're ordered millions. Okay, because of this drought has been going on for 3 years, and some growers and small water providers, without a backup supply, may be forced to go without water entirely. Then it goes on and on here, as you can see here. Now, what makes this very interesting, I want you to watch this little piece right here. I'm going to play this. Let's play it from the beginning. I'm going to end it right there. Now, you see what Newsom said. It said if water reduction goals aren't met by local agencies, a fine of up to $2,000 per acre foot of water will be issued. Okay, so now you see this devil is getting much more fierce. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah 50, down verse 35, and it said, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And we know Chaldeans, this is all describing the Queendom of Edom. Okay, Edom, you know, the so-called white man empire goes by many different names. Okay, and it says, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. His sword is upon the liars, which we know these Edomites are the liars, and they shall dote, D-O-T-E. Let's find out what that word dote means here.
Dote.
And it says to be silly or feeble-minded, especially as a result of old age. And, you know, it just happens to be what? You have an old, feeble-minded leader, okay, in the White House right now, okay? So this is a great description, okay? Its sword is upon her mighty man, and they shall be dismayed. These people are dismayed. They can't understand what is going on. None of these people could actually relate that this is judgment coming from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, and it says, a sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots and upon all the mingled people. that are in the midst of her, and they should become as women. Meaning what? Even the man going to be complaining. People are whining and complaining. Okay, so what this drought is going to do, this is going to impact the growth of food. Do you know that California actually grows up to 40% of the food here in Great Babylon, America? Okay, cattle, okay, poultry, and a lot of the vegetables and fruits that we're eating. Okay, now Florida deals mostly with the fruit, but so does California with the nuts. Okay, and also they deal with a lot of the other like fertilizers and those things. That's domestic here. They deal with a lot of that stuff. Okay, not to mention wood. And also, let's take a look at this gas price here. Okay, so you see gas price right now nationally is now $5. Okay, which is impacting, especially in these states where the income is exceptionally low. Now, okay, California gas is what, close to $7 out in Texas, and some of these other places is like $5. Okay, but nonetheless, while California might look at that as a bargain, the people in the local state there where the gas is $5, you know, they're hurting horribly. Okay, and that's why you have a sword upon their horses. Okay, you know, a car is considered a horse. A modern day car is considered a horse. Okay, and look at this headline. It says U.S. gas prices may top $5 a gallon soon, and more troubles coming. So they tell you what is going to go down. Okay, so take a look at it here. Okay, all of this is showing you right here that this is going to be a red line deal when you get up to December. Okay, so they're going to continue to push, okay, this price, okay, and blaming it on the price of oil, which when you actually look at it, it doesn't add up. If the price of oil is the same price it was 15 years ago, so why is gas has to be this high? So Esau's way of calculating a financial dealings is a little bit odd, but now nonetheless, this is the works of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But hey, guess what? They're going to continue to celebrate the Pride Month. Okay, let me continue on here with Jeremiah 50, continuing on here with verse 38, and it says, "A drought is upon her waters, and they should be dried up, for it is a land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols." Okay, this is all idol right here. Okay, I bet you they're gonna have ice at this massive parade. So it says 52nd annual. What is annual? Annual means yearly. So that means for 52 years, okay, half a century, these doggone devils have been poking their finger at Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, putting on this parade show of absolute disobedience and abomination. Okay, and our people are participating in it. Okay. Look at this. See Jake them. They want to be a part of this. They're in there. Look at that. There's a Jake right there. Okay. Right there. I want to be a part of this. Okay. So this is what you see going on right here. But why don't they, also another thing that's going on with this country is the obesity problem. See, most of these people are using gas, and the elites, okay, who put these prices up, know what? People are obese in this country, and guess what? They're not going to walk. People literally will drive around in a circle just to park their car on the sidewalk, okay, to walk about 10 feet into a store. People do not exercise. I mean, take a look at this crap, man. Look at this. Can you imagine having to wake up to something look like these? I mean, in the morning? I mean, that in itself would be a curse, man. That in itself is judgment. Look at this. Obesity is a judgment in this nation, because when that famine comes, it's just going to be great. It is going to be great. These people can't even walk. Look at them. Okay, look at this. Look at this. This country, they've overeat, overindulge. Okay, let's go into the next one here, and this one is about video release of state trooper shooting driver with gun at traffic stop. Okay, now I'm going to read this scripture here before we go into this, and it says, this is Matthew 5:25. It says, "Agree with thine adversary quickly while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou should be cast in prison." Let's also go look at 1 Peter 5:8, and it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil," who's the devil? Esau, the so-called white man. He's also our adversary. He's adversary of Yahushua and Mashiach also too. As a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. Okay, let's take the word vigilant. Vigilant. Keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. And who we keeping watch for? Esau, these Edomites. I don't trust standing next to any of them. At any moment, these murderers will turn around and they could stab you or kill you or shoot you or whatever the case is like that. You know, Lord willing, he preserved all of the lives of all of the true believers. Okay. But that's what these devils are, man. So now in this case here, what happened to this young man here? He got pulled over because this highway Edomite here, officer, spotted him not wearing seatbelts. So he followed him and then he pulled him over. Now it says the dash camera shows Trooper Rodney and Cook talking to Diaz while he's still in the driver's seat. Cook asked Diaz why he wasn't wearing a seatbelt and asked him if there's marijuana in the truck, saying he thought he smelt it. See, that goes right into what? 1 Peter, okay? Be sober and vigilant because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. So right off the back, he look and he see what looked to be Hispanic male, okay? Mexican, because remember, this guy is driving while Mexican. DWM, driving while Mexican. Diaz then steps out of the truck holding a gun in plain sight. Now, why he did that? Doesn't go in detail about that, but, you know, somehow, if he was vigilant, okay, and if he was sober, he would know even if you have a gun permit to carry, you're still a prisoner of war here. You don't have the same rights, okay, as these Edomites. You don't bring it out. Especially when your enemy, the devil, okay, which of these they wear uniforms and they call themselves state troopers, cops, okay? That's what they call themselves, okay? These are your executioners. They just drive around in different costumes, okay? And they are adversary, okay? And don't be fooled. Don't think because if one of these devils, one of these adversary happens to look like you, meaning that they're on your side. No, they work for Esau, the damn devil, okay? So they'll do the exact same thing, which you see this Edomite did to this well, his name is Mark Anthony Diaz, 21, of Staley, North Carolina. So at 21 years old, he was put to death. Why? Because he never heeded the warning from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai HaMashiach. He never heeded the warning of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay? He doesn't know who his enemy is. And so he just thought he was just another citizen here in Great Babylon, America. Let's go into this last and final one here. This is taught fatally shoots dad, mom charging death. Now let's take a look here, okay? Because it actually turns out to be what? Yes, there it is, right there. It's an Eve, okay? Marie Ayala of Orlando, okay? Marie Ayala of Orlando, Jake, okay? So supposedly, here's what happened here, okay? She, the 28-year-old Florida mother on probation for child neglect, has been charged in her husband's death after authorities allege her 2-year-old son found an unsecure handgun in their Orlando home and fatally shot his dad in the back. Let me bring out something here, okay? And it says, this is Deuteronomy 5, verse 9 says, thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I the Lord, Yahweh Shai, thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, upon the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Guess what? He hated Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? These are the 2/3 right here for your judgment. Okay? So they both got judged. So this baby now has no mom and no dad. Okay? And happens to get a handgun. Okay? And executed the father. This is Job 4:7. It says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? So they obviously were not righteous. Okay? And this 2-year-old, okay, put the father to death. And guess what? The mom, who actually is on probation, so she's already been in the system, Esau system, is going to go to prison for neglect and also for the murder. Okay? So you see, Esau's system is set up a snare in order, you don't have to actually pull the trigger or do anything. Esau still is going to get you. Why? Because 1 Peter 5:8 says, be sober, okay? Don't trust this man. Don't trust this man that you have rights and all the other stuff. No, we are POWs. This is spiritual Egypt, okay? Okay? We're back in Egypt again, okay? We are prisoners of war, okay? We're still servants here. We're still slaves, okay? So we have no rights. Be sober, be vigilant. We're watching. We don't trust you. We don't trust your system. We don't trust your government. We don't trust anything about this doggone damn devil. Do not ever in your life ever trust the so-called white man, nor these other 16 nations. None of them. Be vigilant because your adversary, the devil, okay, describing the devil, as a roaring lion walking about seeking whom he may devour. And he's going to devour you through his system, through his legislation, his rules, his laws, okay? His sweet talk, okay? Everything that he's going to set up and trap you. So here it is right there, Jake, who's going to go down, okay? And that's judgment, yeah. So Lord willing, you are edified. I just thought I'd bring these out here. These things, these are trying times that we're seeing here right now. Jacob's troubles is right around the corner. We're seeing these people are starting to roar. Okay, these fat people here in America, these obese people here in America, has got a rude awakening come. Okay, they're gonna be in Yahushua Mashiach's best diet plan ever. Okay, and they're gonna feel what it's like to have a growling stomach and can't do a damn thing about it. Okay, they are going to pay the price for this half a century of absolute perversiveness, okay? And this is going to continue to go. So there's going to be tons and tons of these things going on here. California is going to learn a lesson, okay? Learn a lesson. If you live in California, you know just how snobby that place is. It has the most diverse population next to New York, okay, in its nation, okay? And it's where the place where you find most of your Moabites are, your Elamites, your, Hamites, and those it's just a conglomerate of nations that's up there, and they're thriving in what's known as Silicon Valley up there. And Jakes who are up there suffer heavily, but that's okay. There's a great judgment coming for them, and they are going to be in absolute horror, men and women. So I'd like to close off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you, brothers out there that putting on the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep.